Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Randy. This is my little sister Maya.
Hi friends.
She just literally had a baby a week and what, 2 days?
2 days.
2 days ago, and she looks perfect. But I'm gonna turn her into me today. We're super excited. We literally always have gotten for our entire life that we look exactly the same, but when you literally look at us side to side without like any makeup on, we don't look the same at all. I feel like we look a lot different. She has super thin eyebrows, a way smaller nose, bigger lips, so basically she's prettier than me. And I'm gonna turn her into me today. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right in. A few things that we do differently. We've always had very similar makeup routines. You think so?
Yeah.
The only thing that I think we do different is she wears lashes a lot.
Every day.
I don't wear lashes, but I wear like super bushy eyebrows, and I always do like super bronze contoured faces. So let's see how this goes, because I'm gonna do her hair like mine, and she never wears her hair up. She always has it down, and it's like either curly
up.
Yeah, it's always like down and very like boho-y looking. And so today we're going to do something she's never done.
Good.
I had to go back and forth with her too on like what hairstyle, because I normally wear my hair slicked back in a ponytail, and
I
she
told her no. I told her no, I was not gonna do that.
Yeah, you never have worn your hair up.
I've never slicked my hair back in my whole life.
Except when we were third grade 3. Okay, well we're just gonna jump right in. So yeah, I just start with my foundation. I used to do my eyebrows first, but I just don't anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna use actually her foundation, because we're not the same shade like at all. I think you're darker than me.
I think so.
She uses the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, which she's used since 2001, since you were 3 years old. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start with this.
I always start with my eyebrows. I never start with my foundation.
I used to start with my eyebrows.
But when I start with my foundation, then my eyebrows have foundation in it, and I just can't deal with it.
I love when my eyebrows have foundation in it.
Then I put brown, and then it turns ash.
You got ashy brows?
Yeah.
My mom would be so disappointed in that part job. Sorry.
Yeah, I have so many questions for her too. And we're gonna post this after she posted a few videos. Her and her husband have a YouTube channel, so they're gonna be linked to my bio. I don't know how to do that. You gonna show me how to do that? But they're gonna be linked to my bio. They have the best channel ever. She just posted a labor and delivery vlog, and then she's gonna do like a sit down, which I feel like is really good, because she had like a different experience than a lot of people, I guess you could say. Because you want to tell them how you went in like expecting about the epidural and stuff, and how it happened?
Yeah. Do you want me to tell her?
Yeah, you tell.
Oh, you said, do you want me to go?
No, I said, do you want to tell them?
Oh, yeah, so I went in thinking, like, I've heard all these stories about people that got epidurals, and the second that they got epidurals, like, they felt nothing, and they're like, oh, it was no pain. Like, from there, it was just, like, so easy, and all I felt was pressure, but no pain. And so I was like, okay, I can manage, I'll go through the pain, but as soon as I get the epidural, like, I'm chilling. I was just waiting for the epidural. And my nurse recommended I get it at 2 centimeters. Also, I was getting induced, so they told me that as soon as they gave me the Pitocin, the pain was just gonna get crazy and everything was gonna speed up. So I probably wouldn't have time to get an epidural.
Because you like can't.
Yeah, because Pitocin makes labor way more painful. So as soon as my nurse said that, I was like, okay, well, I'll get it. So I got it, and I was expecting to not feel anything anymore, which
except pressure.
Yeah, except for pressure. That's all I was expecting, which I was like in excruciating pain, because well,
she was in labor for
13 hours
so long
before I even hit 2 centimeters. So
I'm going in with the FitMe concealer, but I'll put all this information down below, okay guys, and we're gonna keep talking.
So as soon as I got the epidural, I slept for like 4 hours or 3 hours, and I like knocked out. I didn't feel anything. And then as soon as I got the Pitocin, I felt like the epidural just automatically wore off, because I woke up in like excruciating pain. It wasn't like pressure. I felt everything. And I was telling Manny, I was like, I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working because I don't feel pressure. I feel like excruciating pain.
Yeah.
And I kept pressing my epidural button, and like nothing was happening.
They were like, you can hit it every 20 minutes, and she was like,
Yeah, I didn't feel anything. And then my nurses were telling me like, oh, that's normal, like you're gonna be in some amount of pain. But it was just weird to me that they were like telling me like, oh, it's normal, you might be in some amount of pain. But I was like screaming my head off. Yeah. And they thought
and she doesn't cry. My sister, I think I've seen her cry out of pain like once, and it was when she almost chopped her finger off on her trampoline in 3rd grade.
Yeah, like this whole time I was in labor for like 14, 15 hours before this. and I was doing just fine. I didn't cry, but the second like the Pitocin kicked in, I was like screaming in the room, and they're like, "It's normal." And I was like, I thought I was supposed to just feel pressure. I feel everything. But I felt myself like ripping open. That's like exactly how I can describe it. And then as soon as I started pushing, I could feel everything. Like people were saying like, oh, my boyfriend was holding my legs and I couldn't feel my legs. And I was like, I could feel like every doctor that touched my legs, that touched my feet.
Like down to the detail of like, oh, she could feel the latex of the gloves and like all that stuff like that.
Yeah, like even my stitches, as soon as she started stitching me, I could feel the thread being pulled. I felt everything. So it's like, I totally feel like it did not work.
Yeah, it's really crazy, dude. You pushed for what?
11 minutes.
And he was born at 11/11.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like even hearing the video too of my sister was like insanity. Cause it's like you've never like, that's like something, look up, that you never really like can prepare for, because you don't know how each person's gonna handle it. It was really weird because none of us could be there. And that was like not the plan at all from the beginning.
They were all supposed to be there. So my sister was supposed to be there, my mom was supposed to be there.
And even if we weren't gonna be in the room the whole time, we knew we were gonna be in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Like without a doubt, you know what I mean?
But even with everything happening, they closed the waiting room.
There was one person in and they couldn't leave either. So like once they were there,
they weren't allowed to like, leave and come back.
She would have gone into labor for, I don't know, 30 something hours. It wouldn't have been like, Manny could leave at the 24-hour mark and I could come in or whatever.
I have big lashes for her.
She was like, I'll do with you if you put lashes on me and don't slick my hair back. Which is funny because I knew it. I knew from the beginning. I would have loved to do like a hairstyle that I do.
Oh,
but I know.
This is a hairstyle you wear like every day.
No. Oh, I wear this once in a while. But I wear the other one way more. You're telling me I don't wear it.
Oh yeah, but you wear this a lot.
I wear this more now because I cut my bangs and look, that's my little hair right there.
That's how mine's gonna be too.
Yeah, I cut my bangs and I used to have, we both had like bangs. Our bangs were like all full length with our hair almost.
Oh yeah.
And then we went in and messed it up.
Yeah, my hair.
Yours are way longer. Mine, I cut like curtain bangs. I don't know why.
Told you not to do it.
Everybody told me not to do it because I hate having bangs. I don't know why I did it. I just get in a flow where I'm like, ooh, I want this, and then nothing will stop me. We both do that.
I told you don't do it, and then you did it anyway.
I know. It's because I don't know if you guys know who this girl is. Oh, what's her name? Matilda. Her name's like Matilda DeJerf.
She's from the movie?
No. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
No, she's like this Pinterest girl, and she's like a Parisian style Pinterest girl, and I'm so obsessed with her. And she had hair like that, and so I cut it, and I don't look like her.
That's me.
I don't look like her at all. And she has like, well, me or my sister don't have thick, curly, wavy, voluminous. Like that's not our hair.
You right.
you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
It's extensions right now.
Yeah, but her hair is long. The thing is our hair will grow, which is
long.
Yeah, it'll grow really long. But we got 3 hairs when it grows.
Yeah, my hair's so long, but it's like it's holding a ponytail like this big.
Yeah, both of our hairs are like. I just actually learned how to edit on iMovie too. She was teaching me, and I didn't realize it was so easy. But then you get picky, and then
it becomes harder.
Yeah, but I have a feeling this is gonna take me a long time.
Oh my gosh, of course.
When I start. Both of us, when we start something, we get so obsessive over it. She has something in her mind that she wants to do.
I want it done that day.
that second, that hour. And there's no like convincing her otherwise, so that's how we are. This is the eyebrow part that I do. Like you can see my eyebrows are super hairy. Mine are normally thicker than hers anyway, but we gonna try. Yeah. We gonna see.
We're gonna see. My eyebrows are so thin.
It's gonna take a second. Yeah, her eyebrows are thin, and they are like, she doesn't even have to tweeze them because they are super defined already. Like. Manny's gonna say, "You look werewolf." That's what he tells me.
He said, why are your eyebrows flying away?
He tells me my eyebrows are flying. Ain't that rude?
Okay.
Where were we?
We took a break.
We took a quick break.
A
This
cyber
break right there.
Brave's feeding.
Yeah, we're having a good
Sorry
old
for
time.
him cry a little.
It's okay.
We just changed him.
And
he
he
peed
peed
himself.
I've been eating so much,
Oh
dude.
my gosh.
It's crazy.
He just ate like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm so glad I'm watching all of this because I feel like there's so much. Because Billy and I want to have kids later, but we want to have kids at some point, obviously. And I feel like so much of this stuff that everybody shares, even my older sister, I feel like she didn't talk about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Which not on purpose, but
I think it's just so much. I don't think she did it on purpose. I think there's just so much. So
yeah.
it's like, how do you even begin to start?
Yeah, so I think watching it firsthand like this is like, oh wow, there's so much more to this than you expect. Obviously, you know about the no sleep stuff, you know about like all the beginning things that like everybody talks about, but I feel like even little down to like breastfeeding and like how painful it can be. Yeah, I feel like I didn't know that. I thought, of course, you know it's gonna be hard, but I didn't realize that it was like painful to that extent. Yeah, she's still recovering. She got 2nd-degree tears, so there's a lot of recovering.
Yeah, and then I had a cyst that they had to stitch up, so I got like
Extra stitches.
on top of that extra stitches. And it's funny because they didn't even tell me they were doing it, but
Yeah, when she was at her last appointment, they told her that she had a cyst and that
they might stitch it up, that they'll let me know.
and she said it wasn't bad for the baby, but basically it was just gonna make everything hurt worse
Yeah, like them checking my cervix hurts so bad.
because they were pushing up against a cyst every time they went in and checked. So there was just like other factors, and I know those are one-off situations. There's just like so many things, dude, that people don't freaking talk about,
I know.
and I'm like, oh.
Even about like recovery.
The checking, that's what we talked about, like how much it hurts when you get checked for
Oh my
how far along you
gosh,
are.
Yeah.
Like they obviously when you're in labor, they check
Your cervix.
your cervix to see how far you're dilated.
Oh my gosh, it's
And
so painful.
yeah, nobody talked about how bad that is. And dude, she been telling me, well, even Manny was saying like how that was probably the worst part up until the Pitocin.
Yeah. Like I was chilling, I was fine through my contractions. I was telling Manny, like her checking me hurts more than my contractions do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like because I had the cyst or I don't know what it was, but it was just so painful. Like her even breaking my water was like less painful. Well, that's because at that point I was already like
Everything was hurting.
8 centimeters.
That was really crazy too because you went from
I went
2 to 8
I went to 2 to 4 in like 20 minutes. And then I went from 4 to 8 in like, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, so in an hour, she went from 2 to 8.
Yeah.
Which is scary.
I think that's why it was so painful, because everything was just happening so fast.
Okay, we're doing lashes on you.
Oh, there. These are the ones.
I don't do eyeliner. I never do eyeliner. I used to do eyeliner, but I don't anymore. But she usually wears eyeliner. Both of us use hair extension glue for our eyelashes. Why did we start that?
I got that from you.
Okay, yeah, I remember why. I went to cosmetology school with this guy, and he always used to dress in drag, and he told me, girl, if you ain't wearing this kind of glue or whatever it was, you ain't wearing it right. And so I was like, oh, okay. So then I went to Sally's and I got it, and I never looked back. I also like it too because you don't run out like ever. These bottles will last you forever and they don't expire.
Also, I know people probably think this is weird, but when you put it on, you don't have to wait for it to get tacky. You can just put it straight on your eyelashes, which the whole waiting game about eyelash glue gets me confused because I'm like, how long do I wait? And then I try to put it on and it just doesn't stick, and I'm like, well, dang.
Yeah, the dual lash glue, you be sitting there for like 3 hours trying to apply. Okay, I'm gonna do her hair now.
I feel like
Me estás jalando más. when she was in high school, she had so much hair.
Oh yeah.
Sad life. So she has so many baby hairs. So I'm about to make sure that those don't go flying over. Oh my gosh, like you belong in a wet cover. Okay, the last thing I do when I do my ponytail is I just wrap the ponytail because I literally cannot stand when I see people with ponytails. I know it literally doesn't matter, but it just drives me crazy. I don't know why. Alright, I'm going to crimp some of my hair because my little sister's had her hair braided for the last week and a half.
Yeah.
And so it's a little bit crimped, and when we take pictures, I feel like it'll look way better if my hair is crimped. So this is an Allura crimper, or waver. We call it a crimper, but it's definitely a waver. People call it a waver.
I got it from Amazon.
Alright guys, this is the final look.
I feel like we look so much alike.
I feel like we look similar now. I'll insert some pictures that I made it on the gram shortly right here. Subscribe to their channel. They have such good content all the time. This is the first video, so who knows when you'll see another one. Follow me on Instagram. Follow them on Instagram if you want to see his beautiful little face soon. And we will see you soon. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Bye.